It was a war fought in the dense jungles of Southeast Asia, yet its echoes reached every corner of the world. A conflict that divided nations, toppled governments, and scarred a generation. This is the story of the Vietnam War, America's most divisive conflict. To understand Vietnam, we must begin with colonialism. For nearly a century, France ruled Vietnam as part of its Indo-Chinese empire. But after World War II, the winds of independence swept across Asia. A man named Ho Chi Minh, inspired by communist ideals and Vietnamese nationalism, declared freedom from French rule in 1945. France refused to let go. The First Indochina War erupted. In 1954, after years of brutal fighting, the French suffered a crushing defeat at Dien Bien Phu. Vietnam was divided north under Ho Chi Minh, south under a Western-backed government. In the Cold War's shadow, the United States feared that if one Asian country fell to communism, others would follow, the domino theory. Determined to stop it, America stepped in to support the South Vietnamese regime led by Ngo Dinh Diem. At first, America sent only advisors, but after Diem's assassination in 1963 and the mysterious Gulf of Tonkin incident, the war escalated. President Lyndon B. Johnson ordered full-scale military intervention. Soon, over 500,000 American troops were in Vietnam. The Vietnam War was unlike any other. There were no clear battle lines, just endless jungles and an invisible enemy. The North's Viet Cong guerrillas struck from the shadows, blending into villages and forests. The Americans responded with overwhelming firepower, air raids, artillery, and Agent Orange. But for every hill captured, the enemy returned. For every bomb dropped, more civilians suffered. The line between victory and survival blurred. Back home, America was tearing itself apart. Television brought the war into living rooms. Images of body bags, burning villages, and crying children. Public support crumbled. Millions protested in the streets, chanting, "End the war." The war divided generations, races, and politics. It wasn't just fought in Vietnam, it was fought in the hearts of Americans. In 1968, the North launched the Tet Offensive, massive surprise attacks across South Vietnam. Though militarily repelled, it shattered the illusion of U.S. progress. The message was clear. Victory was far from near. President Nixon promised peace with honor, gradually pulling troops out while bombing the North heavily. By 1973, a peace agreement was signed, but it wouldn't last. In 1975, North Vietnamese forces captured Saigon. The war was over, and so was America's long nightmare. Nearly 3 million people died. Vietnam was reunified under communist rule. America, for the first time in its history, had lost a war. Decades later, the scars remain in the land, in the minds of veterans, and in history's lessons. The Vietnam War taught the world that even the mightiest armies can win without hearts and minds, and that sometimes the greatest battles are not fought abroad, but within ourselves.